Alright guys, today we will be doing Dimitrescu, if I pronounced that correctly. She is the popular new character that's going to be in Resident Evil Village. And I'm going to be drawing her in a cartoon style, so you'll be able to follow along step by step. My pencil's erased. Hope you guys had a great week so far. And let's get started. Alright, so okay, so first I'm gonna do, let me just blow that out real quick. Now, since it's a cartoon style, I'm gonna do a combination of both cartoon and manga. So let's just do like a basic head study on the side right here. So I'm just gonna do a basic oval. So sort of like that. Then from here, once you got the oval, guys, let me know if the audio is too loud. Okay, so now she's gonna be looking off in that direction. It's a cartoon, so I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. So I know that the cross is gonna come here, like that. And then she's sort of looking straight. She's not, her head is not looking down like so. So she's looking straight, so it should be somewhere right there. So that's where the cross is going to be. Now from here, now I can start doing the contours of her face. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so for the contours, I'm going to come in. So it's sort of going to be like that. I don't want to make it too sharp. She has a big chin in the game, but I'm not gonna make it too thick of a chin. Sort of like that. So now we sort of got the contour of her face, and then she has this. I'm gonna make her neck pretty thin. So this is a cartoon version. Just like that. Just like that. Hope you guys can see that. Alright, so now from here, we have half of the face, we have the head, and we have the neck. So not focusing on details. Now I'm going to start doing the hair. She has that old 1960s or even roaring 20s kind of style, so it's going to be like a part somewhere here from the middle of the head. And then her hair's in the bangs, so it's going to be like this. It's cartoon, so I'm trying to make sure that I don't do too much details. So sort of like that. She wears like a necklace, so I'm just drawing circles overlapping each other. And then she sort of has like some kind of a pendant here. Here I'm going to do the other side of her hair, making sure that it's simple, just like that. It comes around. So now we have the sides of her hair, and now we got to draw the infamous hat. So usually her hat is covering half of her face, but for this one I'm not going to. I'm just going to make it so that it's covering like maybe like there. Sort of like that. And then from here you just draw the top part of the hat. And then the bottom part could come around here. Her hat is so huge that it kind of looks like a sombrero. Sort of like this. And then from here, let me grab an eraser. Give me 1 second, guys. So now that I have an eraser, I'm just going to get rid of the top part right here. I might even get rid of some of the hair like that. Because I want to bring the part of the hat down, just like so. So then this piece can come down like that. And then the top of the hat, probably only going to see a little bit of it, so it's going to be like just a little bit of it, just like that. Yep, just like that. So then now I can focus on, since she's a cartoon and I'm doing the sort of like a manga style, I don't even have to I don't even have to draw her nose. So I can just focus on her eyes and mouth. So eyebrows. Upside down moon. And then for the eyes, I can literally just, she sort of looks sort of surprised, so that's all I have to really do for the eyes. That's the top part of her eye. And then, you know, her eyes are literally just like that. And then since she's a vampire lady, I could draw her mouth. Literally like this. Right? I could give her just a little bit of bottom lip. And just like that. And then from here, I can start putting in some details. Just like that. A little bit of overlap. Just like that. And once I do that, if you guys need to see it a little bit better, I could zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see that. Right now I'm just doing the outlines. So no, I'm gonna. She wears. Well, she does have like the pendant here, but just sort of. And then she has the flower. Cartoon flower here. That's usually where the cartoon flower is. Now the top part of our hat. It's like the hat is part of her character. Like you could tell it's like it has like a big. I want to make this smaller though. Just like that. Yep. It's a little bit better. Then from here, I'm going to get rid of the guidelines. You gotta be really careful with this eraser not to pick up too much. The drawing is not awfully too complicated, so I don't have to worry about too much ink smudging. Once we have the guidelines gone, just erase some of this, erase some more guidelines up here. A little bit of smudging going on, but nothing too crazy. Alright, so now I can just go back in. Fix her eyes a little bit. She looks a little bit crazy. That's kind of what the look I'm going for. It's all going to be in black besides maybe a little bit of highlight, rim light on the bottom. Just like that. bit of rim light. So what I'm doing is just coloring in and just leaving spaces to show that there's a little bit of highlight. Just a little bit. This is not a light and shadow type of drawing. It's a simple yet complicated that's about it. And then for inside of these balls, to show some kind of a little bit of rim light, so I'm not gonna like coloring the entire ball. That's how I'm gonna show a little bit of highlights. Just like that, and then with this, the same thing. I'm just coloring all of it, just going right there. The flower, when it's coloring from inside out, so I'm gonna start from the in and just gradually go outward. Yep. Maybe we can even get the black part of our hat, so, but it's gonna taper off, so we're not gonna see all of it. It's just gonna be sort of like that. And there you have it. We have drawn a basic simplified cartoon version of, if I can pronounce the name correctly, Dimitrescu. I think I pronounced it right. The new vampire lady that's going to be in Resident Evil 8. And this is the cartoon version of her. I will probably do more cartoon like characters and manga like characters. But since we're on female cartoon characters, let's do another one. Let's see, which one are we gonna do? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do. Alright, so let's do. I'm gonna do something that's more similar, but like very exaggerated features. So the one on the bottom is going to be right under here. This one is going to be like she's going to have a balloon head. So to draw this one, it's down here. Hope you guys can see. Yeah, it's a good angle. All right, so she has an oval balloon kind of egg head. So it's going to be very oval, not so much round, but like an oval kind of head shape, just like that. So not as round as hers, but oval. You start off like that. And she's even, since she's sort of looking up, this is a snobby kind of lady, so she's sort of looking upwards, so the oval's gonna go this way, a little bit in that direction. Yep, just like that. So she has an oval head, and she's sort of like tilting her head up. So you start with the shape is tilting up. Then from there, since this is a cartoon, you know, the necks are usually skinny. So I'm going to start. It's just like that. Go down, just like that. That's the neck. The middle of our face, again, the cross is going to be determine the halfway point, and usually with a cross lands, that's where the nose is going to go. So the nose is going to be somewhere there. And this is a stylized cartoon character, so Lily, it's going to be an upside down V for her nose. That's it, upside down V. And where this starts, the top of the V, that's where I'm going to do the eyebrows. And she's like snobby, so her eyebrows are looking up, sort of kind of evil. Just like that. Let me do that again. Could be a lot thin. It should be a little bit thinner than that. So goes up the tip and comes down like that. Only the bottom is going to be thick, but everything else is going to be like a line, just like that. And then she has, for her eyes, it's like a horizontal egg shape. It's going to be sort of like this for the eyes. And then she's sort of looking back like that. And then this is a female, so you want to get the eyelashes just like that. So then from here, this is very stylized. So now I can draw the hair. Okay, so sort of like this. Alright. And that is the hair. A little bit more curls down here. This is a very simplified, a little bit more simplified than that one. And then for the mouth, cartoon mouth, she has big lips, but they're like exaggerated. Big cartoon lips. A lot of the cartoon women, their bottom lip is really small. Their upper lip is usually bigger. So just like that. And then don't forget her sideburns. She has like curls coming in there. And that is pretty much it. Now I'm going to go in and put in some details. Face is right here. Just like that. Her neck comes down here like so. So all you need for lips, the upside down V. Then from here, I could just draw the hair. Nothing has to be that precise. Just like that. So she's a little bit more simple than the girl up top, but you guys get the idea. A very simple egg-shaped cartoon head, female cartoon head. So you could draw a whole bunch of cartoon characters just by drawing shapes and putting their neck to the shape. And again, with her, you can even, with this one, with her, since we don't even have to, she's sort of like a slightly different style, so we don't even have to color in the head, but like, this is cartoon, so she's sort of colored a little bit differently. Her hair, more of a hatch, just like that. The same thing with her mouth. It's more of a hatch, so just come in here, do some cross hatching, just like that. And then you see how this is still simple as this one, but the style is slightly different, just with the hatching. Alright, you could do another one. For this one, I'm gonna draw like a grumpy. Still gonna use the egg shape, but I'm gonna do like a grumpy guy. Let me see. I mean, I could do another female, but I could do like an older lady. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll do another female. So this one, the style is similar but different. So this lady head, her head is like a thumb, just like this. Her head is like a thumb, and so it's gonna go like this, come down. So since her head is sort of like a thumb like this, thumb shape, the neck comes down like that. That's where the face is gonna land. So her nose, sort of like that. This is an older lady, so she has like that right there. Just like that. And she's an old lady, so she has like a big wrinkle right there to show that she's older. And then her eyebrows, upside down check, sort of evil. eyes are totally different. Her eyes are sort of like this. Sort of like that. That back right there shows that she's older. And her hair. She's sort of wearing. The style is slightly different. She sort of has these necklaces here. Okay. Sort of looking that way. You can see her style is a little bit different. Still pretty similar to the other ones. Similar but different. I need a different eraser. This eraser picks up, smudges the artwork a little bit too much. But you get an idea of how she looks in relationship to the other ones. See, you could draw a totally different looking character just by changing the shape of the head. And because that's how it is in reality. Everybody has a different shaped head. Not everybody has the same circular head or oval shaped head. She has more of a thumb boxy head, and you make a totally different character compared to the other ones that are just compared to the other ones that I just made. And here, just coloring a little bit of that. Just like that. And she's done. I can do one more cartoon head. I guess I can do a guy. The last one I was gonna do was gonna be a guy, but I changed it, so I'm gonna make this one a guy. Right. Okay. So, let's do one more. How's this guy going to look? I can use some references of different cartoon styles. I'm going to do a peanut head shaped guy. So this guy is going to be, his head shape is a little bit smaller on top. So his head shape is like a peanut. So it's going to come in. Let's go around. He has a big chin. Like that. Again with the simple shapes. Especially when you're doing manga and cartoon characters. Just like our Resident Evil cartoon lady up here. Okay, so now that I have this down, again we're gonna draw the center line. Since I don't have to, but this is just so you guys can see. That's the center line here, like that, and it's gonna come across like so. So now that we got that, we know this guy is gonna have an upside down V, but he has a fatter nose, so it's gonna be like this, come across like that, like so. And then he has like a unibrow, so you sort of have like an eyebrow like that. Sort of like that. It's a little bit thicker than that, but bit angry. So like this. Sorry guys, I live in New York, so you're gonna hear a lot of sirens every minute. So sort of like this. Sort of like that. That's pretty much it. Now he's an old time fashion guy, so he's gonna have a mustache, upside down W or upside down V, thick mustache like so. And he's sort of like this. He has a cigarette or a cigar in his mouth. Like that. And we could even give him a slight butt chin, because he has a big chin. Like so. Now for his ears. For his ears now, backwards C, just like that. And then he's bald, so he just has a little bit of hair going this way like that. Sort of reminds me of the guy from if I was to draw a cartoon version of the guy that was in Resident Evil 3, and Resident Evil 2, and he had kidnapped Sherry. A cartoon version of this guy. And now to draw the hat, you just go like this. And this comes off like so. He sort of has like it's not necessarily a fedora, but it's an old school hat. Comes around just like that. And then it goes up, following the contour of his face, and simply go back around like so. And for his inner ear, you just draw another C and then just put a line there for his ears. Now for his chin, I can make it a little bit fatter. So come out even more. Just like that. So, like I said, we just created another character. He has a peanut-shaped head. Different characters. This is a square head. This is a circular head. This is a oval head, and this is a peanut head. And that's all you have to do when it comes to drawing cartoon characters. You just break it up into simple shapes. That's all you need. Simple shapes. But simple shapes become complex characters, and it looks a lot harder than it seems. It looks very simple, and it is, but when it comes to drawing, if you're not used to drawing, like say if you're used to drawing complicated characters, if you go and try to draw a simple character, it's not gonna be as easy as it looks, because because it's so simple. It's easy to make it's easy to notice the mistakes, as opposed to when I draw, or when you draw more complicated characters. So right now since I'm practicing getting ready to start doing my cartoon comic book manga. That's one of the reasons why I went back to this cartoon style from all the other complicated drawings I've been doing months ago. Really, for his hair, I'm just gonna do cross hatching like that for his hair. Trying to change his hat a little bit. Hope you guys ate lunch. I haven't ate lunch yet. I'm starving. Going with the theme of today's drawings and of the style that I like doing, old school 1920s, 30s kind of style. It goes good with the Resident Evil Dimitrescu, if I could pronounce her name correctly. Alright, so that's pretty much 4 characters right there. We just gotta erase. I want my old school eraser again. Okay. Gotta be careful. And then, of course, we gotta get his mustache. Just like that. At the bottom. And this guy's pretty much done. Maybe there's a little bit of shadow under his hat, but that's about it. And that's it for his hair. Sort of like bald. Maybe some shadow under here, but nothing too crazy. There's some shadow right there. And he's pretty much done. Alright guys, this is pretty much it for today with the cartoon style. You guys are on a journey with me getting back up to speed with drawing in my style in terms of the cartoon, because I've been drawing other characters for a while now, and I'm going back and you guys are learning the basics with me again, so you can follow along and learn the basics of drawing cartoon characters, drawing manga characters. That is pretty much the goal moving forward for now for the channel, while I slowly start to build up my confidence in drawing again to make my cartoon comic book. So yeah, thank you guys once again for joining me this week. I will have more drawings for you, and I don't know, I might go live again. Well, I always go live every week, but I might do a traditional video drawing where I explain again and do some edits and give you references of what I'm doing. But so far so good. I'm just getting back to the YouTube game, and right now I'm more comfortable in going live because it's a lot easier, a lot less pressure in terms, well, for some people, it's funny because for some people it's usually more pressure to go live because you can't edit, whatever mistakes you make, that's it. But for me, it's less time consuming and I could produce more work. So for now, I'm going live and just drawing and practicing until I get back up that skill. Okay, next week or tomorrow or during the week, I don't know which characters I'm going to draw, but it will be in this cartoon style because I want to get back into uh, drawing cartoons and manga again. Less so than doing extremely pretty rendered artwork. Like some of my older artwork, if I go back, not necessarily that, but where is it? Is it even in this book? No, it's not in. It's not in this. It's not in this book. But in my other sketchbook, I do have very rendered artwork that takes days to do, like 3 days to do. So that's one of the reasons why I'm back to this simplistic style where I can just have more content for you guys and not just be disappearing for months and hard to come back. You know what I mean? So again, thank you for joining me, and I catch you guys and girls later. Midori out.